Who gives a about your script? And how can we find them? On today's show, we're going to look at focusing on making you connections in the industry. And the only way to do that is to get up, get out, and get good. Now, let's get to work, rascals. Being a writer can be a lonesome business, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is a reality. While there are some amazing collaborations that can occur, more often than not, writers find themselves clanking away at their own work on their own. While this might be the greatest way to get work done, it can also be the one thing that kept your career stagnant. Let me explain. So many writers, myself included, have a tendency to burrow down, get stuck into our screenplays. Before we know it, weeks turn into months, and then we haven't really embraced or engaged anybody in our community for nearly a year. I bet a few of you can relate, right? While it might be awesome from a productivity standpoint, how is it helping you get your name out there? Because when all your work is finally finished, you now have to re-emerge from your dwellings and hustle your script around. From the outside, all people see is this guy or gal showing up when he or she wants something. What should we do? Without a doubt, stay productive. Absolutely keep grinding out those pages, constantly refining them. But make sure that you also have time to interact with other people in the community. If you write films, make sure you meet up with other writers, directors, actors, producers regularly. And don't just wait for the big networking event either. How about you just throw someone a quick message and say, hey, we should meet up for a drink or for a conversation. You'd be surprised at how social people are when you ask. In fact, this could become one of your daily emails we mentioned in the last episode. And you're not alone in this. So many of us do it. I too found myself in a place where I was working my tail off, but nobody knew. So I made a deal with myself. I will meet somebody from the film industry once a week. Doesn't matter why we're meeting. Usually it's to catch up and chat. But what started happening is we started talking about our projects, because of course we do. We start finding out that we can actually help each other out. Oh, I'm actually pretty good at this, or oh, I know somebody who can help with that, and away we go. And the best part is, it doesn't feel like work, and it doesn't come across as some sales tactic. It's just connecting with real people who share the same passion as you on a consistent basis. So that's your homework for the week. Contact a peer, meet them face to face, then do it again, and then the week after that, and then the week after that, and away you go. Now before I leave, I want to tell you a quick story. In 1968, a down-on-his-luck musician named Lonnie Mack decided to quit the industry and start selling Bibles out of his car. After a few car boot sales, he met up with an old colleague who was surprised to see Mack grinding away at his new vocation. The colleague told him to ditch the Bibles and help him get a gig as a janitor at Elektra Records. Mack did exactly that. So he got a job at Elektra and started doing odd jobs for little money here and there. Then one day, of course there's a one day, a band were in the recording room. They realized they needed a bassist. They saw Lonnie Mack shuffling around the studio and they asked if he could play. Lonnie obliged. He picked up the instrument and went to work. That night, Lonnie crushed it. And his work ended up on the final version of that song. Oh, that song, by the way, was Roadhouse Blues by The Doors. You see what I mean? Opportunity can leap into your life if you're actually present to let it. So get out there and if nothing else, be seen. Okay, that's a wrap for now. I hope you enjoy it. And if you did, then definitely share this video with your colleagues as well. Drop this to someone and agree to meet them to catch up. Because if we support each other, then the projects will be stronger, more people will enjoy them, and more opportunities will present themselves. Makes sense, right? Now, let's get to work, rascals. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, then please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell as well, so you don't miss the next one. My name is Chris Brennan from StoryBreakers, and until next time, good luck.